Good afternoon, everybody. What's happening? You're now on the right track. As you can see, we are on a track again. You're on the right track with Coach Vaughn. All right, this week we are going to continue our series that we were talking about from last week called The Fundamentals, all right? And so we were talking about the fundamentals, and I spoke about faith being the foundation, all right? So now we're going to move into what an actual foundation is. And so the term that comes to mind when I think about a foundation is investment. All right, investment. And so understand, when you talk about an investment, when people invest, eventually they expect to see a return on their investment. It's called an ROI, a return on their investment. And the thing about investments is that you have to be willing to lose a little bit first in order to gain a lot. That's the whole point of making an investment. If you talk to somebody who works with finance, they might make an investment. A bank might make an investment with the expectation that not only are they going to get the money back from their investment, but they're going to get a whole lot more. And so now when you apply that principle to your life, all right, when you invest in something in your life, when you invest in your goal, when you invest in your dream, you may not really see the fruit of your investment right away. But you got to understand, you got to have faith, like what we spoke about from last week, that eventually not only are you going to get back what you invested in, but you're going to get way more back, all right? One of the things to paint the picture that I think of is when you're building a building or building a structure, right? Remember in the last video, I kept on pointing back to the Olympic swimming pool, or the Olympic style swimming pool that was behind me. And so one thing, when you notice, when somebody builds a building, what do they do first? They have to build down first, right? So when you, any of you that lives in a building or lives in a structure, you don't just have the structure, you don't just have the building. Like, we got these two buildings that are behind me, right? Those buildings, although that's what you see, before they could build those up, they had to build down deep first, okay? And so, and not only that, but one of the big principles that I want you to take away is that the higher you plan on building, the deeper you have to dig. All right, and so when you look at a skyscraper goes down deeper than just your average house would. Why? Because it needs more at the bottom in order to support what's on top. All right, so what does that look like in real life? If you are a student and you're talking about investing, that means that even though you may not see the fruits of your labor, you may not see right away the effort of studying, right? You may not see right away what it means to invest in buying your books on time, what the investment of making it to school on time, right? If you're a professional, okay, and you're talking about making investments, then that means that you might have to buy some equipment, all right? So me being a musician and a lot of my friends being musicians, one of the main things that we have to do is spend a lot of money on just buying just the equipment, right? Buying a drum set, buying a keyboard, right? You're talking about things that could cost up to thousands of dollars at times, but you have to trust and believe that as you practice and that as you get more and more gigs, that all of that money that you invested into those things, you're going to get back that money and more. And the investment that you made is going to eventually pay for itself. All right. So I had a friend who was complaining the other day. She said that she quit the gym because she wasn't seeing the results that she wanted to, right? After just a couple of months of going to the gym. And my thing was, what kind of investment did you plan on making before you joined the gym? You know, because you didn't see the results that you wanted after a couple of months, did you try changing up the workout that you were doing at the gym? Did you try going and pushing yourself just a little bit harder out there when you were at the gym? Did you try getting a trainer while you were at the gym to help out? So maybe you were doing something that was a little bit wrong that could help. No, you put in years and years of not eating right, of not exercising, but then yet you expect that after only investing 2 months into your goal of becoming healthier and becoming more physically fit, you give up, you know? And so what I would say to her is that there's a need to think about the concept of investing more, all right? The higher you want to go, the more you're going to have to invest. If you really want the physique, if you really want the health, that means that you're going to have to invest in that a little bit longer than 2 months, all right? You just saw, what's her name, Gabby Douglas, right? Just became the first African-American woman to win an individual all-around in the Olympics and a team medal in gymnastics, right? All right, and not only that, the first American woman to do the same. There were some sacrifices that she had to make in order for that to happen, right? Because when you talk about investing, you're talking about a sacrifice. So what were some of the things that she had to sacrifice? I was looking up her story, and one of the things she had to sacrifice was the fact that at the age of 14, she had to move from her family in Virginia Beach, Virginia, out to West Des Moines, I think that's how you pronounce it, Iowa, all right, and live with the host family. So imagine that you have to pick up and move from your family in order to reach your goal, right? But that's an investment that she had to make, and not only when she made that investment, because of that investment she made history. Look at Michael Phelps. It has the most medals ever, right? I think 18 gold medals, and I think 2 silvers and 2 bronze medals, right? It has the most medals ever as an Olympic athlete. This isn't a medal. I don't know why I'm holding this up, right? Okay, but he had to make certain investments. And now, mind you, I want you to take away also, he almost messed that up a little bit, right? He almost messed that up. And check out investments. What I heard, I still have to go and double check this, but from what I understand, you know, Gabby received an endorsement contract worth about $90 million. That's just from what I understand. All right? So that investment, I would venture to say, was worth it for her. Okay? And so now you also have Usain Bolt, right? A lot of people were doubting him, but the investment that he made, the commitment that he made, and now he became the first male to win back-to-back Olympic gold medal in the 100 meters. You know, shout out to my boy Charles Harrison, who just told me that he wants to become a professional boxer. I think you can do it, but are you willing to invest, right? My homegirl Jackie, you know, doing her cake business, I gotta shout her out also. I've been seeing the investment that she's been making, right? On Facebook, on Twitter, getting ideas, right? So what kind of investment are you willing to make? You know, there's certain investments that I gotta make now. One of the things that I've been committed to as part of an investment that I'm making for myself is I noticed I would always be pushing the limit as to get into places on time when I had an event to do, you know, or anything of that nature. So an investment that I'm making for myself and for my craft of what I'm trying to do, simple, start small. Right? And then one investment that I've planned on making is that anywhere I go from now on, I'm trying to be there at least 15 minutes early. So if you can't think of anything that you can start with and investing in yourself, I'm gonna challenge you to just start with that, right? Make the same investment that I'm making right now. Get to wherever you need to go 15 minutes early. You gotta go to school, make it there 15 minutes early. You got an engagement, you got a business deal that you gotta make or something that you gotta do. Get to the place, get to the venue 15 minutes early and do it, all right? It's your boy, Coach Vaughn, your counselor, your motivator, but most importantly, your friend. If you're ready to run, I'll meet you on the track. Holla at me. This is your boy, Coach Vaughn, your counselor, your motivator, but most importantly, your friend. If you're ready to run, I'll meet you on the track. Peace.